Okay ladies, so this section is for your upper body. We're going to be looking at strengthening and stretching the area of your shoulder girdle, your upper back, the area that gets stiff, tense when you're working on PCs, when you're stressed. So we're going to really be looking at that, and obviously for those of you having to work at home at the moment, if you're working on laptops, then that really might be affecting your posture. So this section will be really useful just to try and help strengthen and mobilise those muscles that you're maybe kind of allowing to get weaker, or some of the muscles at the front of your chest that are getting a little bit tight. Okay, so we're just going to start lying on our tummy, and again we've just got the towel for use to support underneath your head, just to keep you comfortable. So that's what we're going to be using. We're going to go onto our tummies first of all. Okay, so if you pop over onto your tummy, we're going to have your forehead resting on the towel so that you've got a little gap underneath your nose so you can still breathe. That's handy. Okay, so from there we're going to think about the rest of your posture. Okay, so I just want you to think about your head and neck alignment. Your chin is gently tucked in, and so that the back of your neck stays nice and long. Your shoulders need to come down and away from your ears. So you're thinking about them bringing down and in together slightly. So you're using the muscles that sit in between your shoulder blades to help support the posture of your shoulder. Arms are going to be at the side of your body as though you're in that sort of sphinx sort of position. Okay, thinking about the rest of your body, I want you to engage through your tummy. So to draw in that lower part of your tummy, your pelvic floor. So by switching on those muscles, just drawing in, you automatically just get a little bit of a flattening of your lower back. So you're not just sinking down into the floor and arching your lower back. You've got that little bit of a lift just by using your Pilates core muscles, okay, rather than having to really sort of squeeze and tilt your pelvis downwards. Just engaging to keep that neutral position. So with those muscles switched on, and with your feet nice and relaxed down into the floor, so as you're lifting, you're not overcompensating with your legs, we're just going to do an exercise to bring our chin into the chest. So you lift your forehead away from the floor, chin gently tucked in, breastbone lifting away from the floor. Tummy drawn in, breath in again. Breathe out to lift your forearms. Breathe in to hold, out to lower. And again, breathing out to lift, chin tucked in, shoulders down and relaxed. Breathing out again to lift the forearms and lower down. Keep it going for me. Breathe out to lift. Out to lift the forearms, in to hold, out to lower. So like I say, we're using that breath, breathing out with the exertion to help engage the core. And again, breathe out to lift. And again. Down, just going to do one more. Breathe out, tuck that chin in, tummy drawn in, lift the arms, shoulders down and relax. Well done. Have a little rest in that position. This time we're just going to progress that on quite a bit, doing an exercise called breaststroke. Okay, so breaststroke swimming, you're going to start in the same forehead position. Arms now are by your sides, but you're not just sinking down into the floor. Your shoulder blades are down and back. Your shoulder girdle is lifted away from the floor, and you're still engaging your tummy. So you draw the tummy in, tilt the pelvis slightly down. So imagine your tailbone tipping towards your feet. Okay, from there, engage and lift. Take the arms up off the floor. We're going to go through a breaststroke action. So you take the arms through, up, round and down. Try 4 of those for me. And down. 2 more. One more. Well done. Have a little rest. Now you'll see that that's quite challenging. You really want to focus on what's happening at your lower back when you do that exercise, and that you're not overextending in your lower back. You keep the tummy drawn in to keep the tailbone down and under. If it's too hard, you can, if you want, just come up from this position, go forwards and round and back. So you're not having to come from that position with your arms by your sides. If it's still too hard, stick with what we were doing last time, when you just lift the forearms. Okay, so let's just run through a couple of sequences. Shoulders down and relaxed, tummy drawn in. Breath in, breathe out to lift, out to take the arms round. And rest. Good. We're going to go through that again. Tummy drawn in, tailbone under. Lift the forehead, breastbone, shoulders down and back. Breath in, breathe out to take it round. 2, 3, one more. Relax down. Brilliant. 2 more of those. Engage that tummy. Don't forget that tailbone slightly tucked under. Pelvic floor is switched on. Shoulders down and back. Head lifted, tummy drawn in. If we go there, breathe out. 2, 3, one more. And down. Should be starting to feel those muscles working now. Okay, this is your last set. Chin tucked in, breastbone lifted, tailbone under. One more. And relax down. Well done. Okay, let's just push up for a child's pose stretch. We've done a lot of work in that position on all fours. Just have a little stretch. Sit back on your heels. Really reach your arms forwards. And relax. Good. Okay, we're coming back onto the tummy. Now, if this is an uncomfortable position for some of you, you can always pop a pillow underneath your tummy, underneath your hips. So you imagine if you've got the pillow just under there, hips down on it, it just offloads your lower back slightly. So if you feel like you're dropping into quite an arch in your lower back and that's uncomfortable for you, then a pillow under your hips just kind of offloads your lower back slightly, and that can be helpful. Okay, so just get yourself so that you're comfortable. Nothing should be hurting. Challenging maybe, feeling muscles working but not painful. Okay, so this time, similar exercise, straight arms above your head this time. They're a bit wider than shoulder distance. Again, your shoulders down and back, your chin is gently tucked in, so you've got a nice bit of length through the back of your neck. Tummy drawn in, tailbone under. We're just going to start with our swimming, just for your arms. Breathe out as you lift your right, and down. Breathe out as you lift your left. Keep it going. Breathe out and in. So obviously, aim for this exercise is to keep your tailbone tucked under, your tummy drawn in. You're not extending from the lower back. You're not lifting the legs as you do the exercise. You're just working from the shoulder girdle. Now you might find this very hard if you're not used to working this part of your body, or you sit on a computer a lot. You might be very stiff through this region and you might hardly lift at all. So if all you're doing is just shaving your hand off the floor, that's absolutely fine. Think about adding some length to that arm, like you're reaching up and forwards. Let's just do one more each side. And relax. Okay, and then we're just going to do one more exercise in this section that's going to work the upper back, and then we're going to do a nice stretch. Okay, so for this next exercise, we're still working on our swimming, but we're going to engage the lower part of your body as well. So you're using the shoulder girdle, and if you think about our muscles, we're slung together. Okay, so you've got muscle sling going from your shoulder across to your opposite hip through your latissimus dorsi into its opposing muscle group into your glutes through the connective tissue of your lower back. Okay, so that muscle group is going to work nice and hard to help give you good stability through your lower back and your shoulder girdle with doing this exercise. So same position, tummy drawn in, tailbone under, arms are up and straight, and they're a little bit wider than shoulder distance. So we're going to just do right arm, left leg to start with. So tummy's drawn in, breath in, breathe out as you lift your right arm and your left leg. Squeeze the glutes nice and long through the arm and the leg and lower down. And the left, so left arm, right leg, breathe out, lengthen, tummy drawn in. Again, starting to really concentrate on what is happening around your pelvis. So as you lift, try and think about what you're feeling at your hip bones. So as you extend the leg, you're trying not to push down into the floor more with one side than the other. Breathe out as you lift, in as you come down. Keep it going. And again, breathe out as you lift, in as you lower. Keep squeezing. Well done. Tailbone down and under, that lower back not too arched. One more each side like this. And rest. And then this time just right arm, left leg again, hold it up. 10 little pulses for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Other side, draw that tummy in, breathe out as you lift, long through the arm and the leg. 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And push up again for me, onto your knees, stretch back, lengthen out your arms, lengthen out through your lower back. And breathe. Good, okay, so just a little bit of mobility now in this position. We're going to do your arm openings, okay, lovely exercise to stretch across your chest, get your upper back moving. The job of our upper back is rotation, okay, so it's a good way to mobilise that upper part of your spine, is exercises that take you into rotation. So we're just going to be lying on the side, I don't mind which, as long as we switch to the other one. Okay, so you're going to have your towel, cushion, whatever you've got, underneath your head, but your head should be at the front of that head block or towel or cushion, so that as you rotate round, you're rolling your head and you've got room to keep supporting your head. So you're resting down onto it, the arms are out in front of you. Okay, knees are tucked in. Now you've got two options, depending on how flexible your upper back is. You can either just go with a straight arm opening where you take the arm over your head and round and take it as far as you can so that the arm is in line with your chest. Don't let the shoulder drop back to the floor and overstrain at the front of the shoulder. Your tummy should be drawn in and you should be able to look at your hand so that you're not forgetting your head. So you don't keep the head forwards, you look at the hand as you go so that you get that rotation. Okay, so we'll start with that one and then I'll show you a progression that you can try. Okay, so tummy drawn in, breath in, breathe out to take that arm up and over, looking at the hand, keeping your hips forwards, breathe in and hold the stretch, breathe out as you come back over. And again, breath in, breathe out as you take that arm up and over, looking at the hand as you go. Keep those hips forward, so imagine you've got a set of headlights on your hips and they stay pointing to the front. And let's come back. Now if you want to try a little bit of a harder movement,
what I want you to try and do is place your fingertips on the floor, and instead of going over in that arc, you're going to try and trace an arc above your head, rotate through the spine, stretch it open, breathe in and breathe out as you come round and over. So choose which one you want to do. You may well find that as you get to the top corner of this movement that your arm lifts off because you can't extend all the way over. It doesn't matter too much. Don't overstrain. Keep it comfortable. It's a challenge, but it shouldn't be hurting. We're just going to do one more of whichever you're choosing. Breath in, breathe out, take the arm up and over. Open the chest, breathe in, breathe out as you take that arm back and round. And relax. Well done. It's a lovely stretch. Okay, let's pop onto the other side. So repeat the same action for the other arm, upper part of your back. Okay, and you may well find that one side is easier or harder than the other. You might find one side's more mobile. So remember, your head is at the front of that towel or head block so that you've got room to roll backwards. The arms are out in front of you, the knees are tucked right up. So we're going to try a couple where we're just doing the arm opening above the head rather than taking it round on the floor, just as much as anything to start loosening ourselves up. So a breath in, breathe out as you take that arm up and over. Look at the hand as you go. Remember, you take it to the point where you feel a stretch. Hopefully your sofa's not in the way. And then breathe out as you come back over. Well done. One more like that, and then we can move on if you want to join in with the slightly more challenging movement. So you're looking at the hand as you go. Keep those hips forwards. Go as far as you can comfortably. That arm should stay in line with your body. Open the chest, breathe in, bring it back over. Okay, if you can try the harder exercise, then do. Trace those fingertips on the floor in a big arc up and over your body. Rotate round into that lovely big stretch through your chest. Breathe in and out. Rotating back and round. Two more like that. Breath in and out. Remember, you're still following the hand with your eyes. Rotate the head along with the upper back. If you get the odd little click or clunk in your upper back, that actually is quite pleasant. It's a good sign that we're mobilising the spine. It's nothing to be concerned about. Open, breath in and out. And relax. So hopefully you feel like your upper back's done a bit of work, it's mobilised, it's stretched out, and that is really going to help you, especially, like I say, if you're hunched over laptops on your kitchen table at the moment rather than on your nice ergonomically set up workstation that you might have at work, then it's probably really important to do a little bit of that kind of work on a regular basis. Okay, we'll move on to the next section if you're ready.